Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Cancer. How are you guys this week, Cancer? Hope you're well. See what's happening with you. So this week I'm just doing the one deck reading. I'll go back to the two decks, two single readings in one next week. If you didn't see the ones last week, you can check those out in my playlist. So Cancer, let's see. It's all about you now, Cancer. Let's see what's happening. Who's interested in you, new love prospects or connections? What does Cancer need to know? Single Cancers, what do they need to know about their love life? Who's coming towards you? Who's coming your way? So I do see there's that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a person who's definitely open to opportunities and success, but it's an energy of someone who communicates in a way. They're hoping it's successful, but they may not tell you enough. It's almost like a breadcrumb, right? It's the way they communicate, but they're hoping it's successful. Someone who's a little apprehensive, definitely not the most emotional energy. Yeah, so this is someone who's a little cautious. You can see it, Five of Cups. Yeah, so someone who has a little negative energy. I feel this person kind of leans towards, like there's no hope. They don't really feel like there's a lot of hope. So they have a tendency, like I say, to communicate in a way where there's a lack of emotional energy because they kind of feel like there's no hope, but they're trying anyway. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So we have the Queen of Pentacles energy. So it's definitely someone who's, focused on money, financial stability. Someone likes a comfortable home. So you may not see a future with this person. You may feel like there's no hope, okay? Why? Because they communicate in that way. Because you want someone, it's an energy where you're not comfortable with it. Because you want someone who's on that same level. So I feel like there's definitely that common energy between the two of you, the Five of Cups, feeling like there's no hope. You see? Yeah, we'll see. You definitely, it's an energy where you look into the future. Do you see yourself with this person? Okay? Yeah, but it's an energy of focusing on the negative, right? This is someone who's kind of got that negative energy. They feel like, you aren't going to feel the same as they do, or it won't be successful. You won't communicate. But I do see you looking at the details. I do see you looking at it, being practical, sensible, okay, with this person, with that Queen of Pentacles energy. Not so sure, though. You're someone who has everything you need, and this is the thing. Like, if someone comes towards you, they need to tell you more. They need to say more. Nobody really likes that breadcrumbing energy. Just putting on some more lights here to get rid of some of the glare here. I'm telling you. I had the lights so good last week. Didn't change a thing, but yeah, it's different. So there you are, Queen of Pentacles. Could be this person too, like I say, it could be them. Feeling like there's no hope, we have the Ten of Cups, yeah, no hope for emotional fulfillments. This is someone who wants to, they want it, but I feel like it's like they have this energy of, oh, there's no hope, this person's not going to be interested in me, so that's how they start things off. But they still do it. Yeah, there it is, the new. There's the sun shining. It's about happiness, emotional fulfillment, seeing the bigger picture. Yeah. See, and this is, if you're in that Queen of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you do not have to have this energy in your chart to be in that. It's an energy of being comfortable with it. It's about looking into the future, kind of, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles does. Always preparing for the future, always planning ahead. Do you see yourself emotionally fulfilled with this person if you start something? It's an energy of being optimistic, definitely. There's some optimism, especially with this person, but it's almost like they want you to start it. So they kind of say something and they're hoping that you're going to be the one to put all your cups on the table, you see, and start it. Yeah, so there we go. So we have the Tower. Yeah, see, it's that energy of the something happening quite suddenly. So it's a little shock, a little bit of a surprise. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think you've got an energy of someone here who, it's about surrendering. This deck is different. This is about surrendering to move forward. See, this person having that epiphany, they need to be the one to start it, because you're not going to start this. You're focused on other things. You're home. You're taking care of things. You're working. And I feel as though, like I say, you feel like there's not a lot of hope here. This could be someone who has some regrets for being that way. There's that Three of Cups energy. Look at that. So you can see this person here. You see, Three of Cups. It's about dating, courting, opportunities, you know, positive news. So I actually feel whatever's happening here, this person's having the realization they need to start something. If they don't start it, you're going to move on. Date other people, go out, socialize, hang out with friends and family. You may be at an event someplace, okay, when you meet this person, and that's how they're going to communicate. You might not be overly comfortable with it, though. This is the thing, the Tower, because I feel like it's something that kind of happens suddenly. But I do feel, like I say, this could happen at an event. Now, it could be a sudden invitation where this person reaches out. They're hoping it's successful. Okay, they planned their words very carefully, what they're going to say. They're not really giving you a lot of info about feelings or, you know, it's very practical, everyday kind of communication. But their intention is to get what they want, right? For this to start. It's a Sun. So it looks like an invitation. I do see some sudden invitation here. Sudden change, it almost feels like, where this person's having the realization they need to start it. Yeah, Six of Swords and Page of Wands. Yeah, you see? This person's definitely feeling a little more enthusiastic. Okay, so it has to do with communicating in a more enthusiastic way. Now, they could be younger than yourself. They certainly don't have to be. It's just an energy of being open to good news. It's being open. Okay, I feel like you're open to this. I do, because I do see the Ten of Cups. There could be a party, a celebration, some kind of an event. But it's really about this person offering it suddenly. It's an energy of, you know, moving forward calmly and peacefully, taking a little time to get to know this person. Some of you, like I say, if they communicate in this way, you may decide to not bother, to end it. It's the realization, okay, that this is someone who, like I say, moving away to avoid a disaster. Just moving forward. Could be because they're younger, but I actually feel they're coming in. And I actually feel this person's coming in with a higher vibrational energy. I do see positive news. This is an energy of a positive communication. Someone's focused on that wand. They're a little bit about themselves. So it's a little bit about me, me, me. You see? But yeah, I do see the Six of Swords. So, you know, it's an energy of knowing when to move away to avoid a disaster. But I actually feel it's an energy of someone who wants to get to know you. It's an energy of taking the time, moving forward calmly and peacefully to get to know someone. So, yeah, it's interesting the Tower's there. Like I say, they're going to come towards you suddenly, but this is how they're going to communicate. But you, I feel, are going to look at that and not so sure. Okay, so it's an energy of something starts and it ends just as quickly. Why? Because of the way they're communicating. I do see other opportunities, dates, getting out, meeting friends and family. Some of you could be literally going to places where you could be going places where you haven't been before, making the sudden decision to get out and socialize, maybe another community or a close by community. But I see this Page of Wands. So yeah, there's definitely an energy of somebody who's definitely feeling enthusiastic, but it's also an energy of someone who's here for a good time, not a long time, you see. So that's the way the Queen of Pentacles is looking at it. Yeah. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Yeah. See, it's how they approach you. See, it's how this person approaches. See, some of you may have a choice between two. But it's the path. It's the way they approach. Five of Cups. Yeah, so you got someone who's being a little more discerning here. But it's a person who chooses their words. It's the way they choose their words wisely, you see. Someone who chooses their battles. So in other words, this is somebody who, if they come to you and talk to you in that way and it doesn't go anywhere, they start it. It starts and ends just as quick because of their... the way they communicate right off the get-go, you see. So this is what this person is. They're choosing their words wisely, choosing their battles in case they need to take off in another direction. Here for a good time, not a long time, you see. Or like I say, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't plan on sticking around. They're hoping it's successful. They're planning for it to be, but they started off feeling like there's no hope. So they choose their words and their battles very carefully in case they have to take off in the other direction. In fact, it could be yourself with that energy. Queen of Pentacles is like that too. Looking at the details, do you see yourself with this person in the future? Yeah, that is the question. Queen of Pentacles, why is this here? There we go. Yeah, see, there's definitely someone here. It's about dating and courting. Some of you have a few opportunities. I see 3 knights here. So yeah, so I see some starts and some ends, things not going anywhere. I definitely see 3. We know the Knight of Cups is someone who likes to date, the calling card, the courting card. But it's also a person who can be a little bit on the wishy-washy side. That's where I feel this person's choosing their words wisely. But I feel that's part of yourself here, recognizing it and seeing it, okay? Knight of Cups, why is that here? Let's just dig into this person. Yeah, see here, there you are, questioning this person, being very discerning. See, you're choosing your words, okay? I feel like you're seeing it. I think you know, you're very wise, but you're questioning them. You're being discerning, like you want to know, what is their intentions? What it is that they want? It's where you have to question it. What do you want, right? Like, what is it that you want? Because they're not communicating how, because they're, and they are decisive to a degree, but I feel like with yourself here, I feel like this is where and you recognize that this person is here for a good time, not a long time. But do take a look at that energy, because sometimes, like I say, it's a person who feels like there's no hope. Maybe you've got your sword up a little bit too much. Tell me about this 10 of Cups. So there it is. There's that energy of someone who controls their emotion. They lose control, you see. Yeah, this is someone who's losing control because they're trying to control their emotions. They're trying to, in other words, they don't really want to take a risk. Okay, that's really what this is. It's a person who reaches out. They want something, but they feel like there's no hope, you see, because they come in starting things with that little bit of cup half full kind of energy. They choose their words very carefully. So they come across as a little wishy-washy, someone who doesn't really know what they want. You want to know what their intentions are. What is it that you want? You see? You may even just be thinking that. You may not say it, but there it is. You taking control, moving in another direction. See, they're going to lose control, you see? It's where you have to kind of take control if you want something to start, you see? It's like they're giving you the control, you see, almost, but that's interesting too. Yeah, people, they have their own way of approaching situations, but do watch. You could be a little unapproachable with that Queen of Swords, okay? Tell me why the Sun is here. There's definitely something new coming in, but it's going to start and end just as fast. Empress energy, the birth of something new. See, you're teaching someone how you want to be treated right off the get-go. You're not letting it get very far, okay? You're not letting it get very far. Why? You want to know what their intentions are. So you're the one taking control. You're actually the one with all the power here. See, they're actually giving you the power to start things, but you're not, okay? You're staying in that Empress energy. Yeah, I don't think this page is going to go very far. Some of you got a couple people. The power. Yeah, see, tempering the passions, tempering those emotions, being patient. You may lose your patience with this person. If you have a person who comes in this way, yeah, it's an energy of tempering your words, tempering your thoughts. That's the Empress. Yeah, because you do have the power here, okay? But I actually feel this is somebody who's giving you the power. You see, they're reaching out. This is why I feel it's coming out. It's confusing, but this is what it's trying to tell me. They're actually giving you the power. Now, they want it to be successful, but the way they communicate, they're not telling you enough. So you're questioning. You may actually become impatient with this person because you feel something is off. And like I say, it starts and ends just as quick. See a little Sag energy here too. Here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, looks like you got a few people here. Tell me about the Three of Cups. We'll see. Yeah, so it has to do with truth and success. There's that little light bulb, that little aha moment that you get where you see the truth. Okay, see, you're going to get this. And I'm going to tell you, after tempering, calming down, right? Just calming down a little. You may have actually lost your temper, but it's about calming down and seeing this differently. They're different than your usual type. They have a different way of communicating, a different temperament. So it's telling you to kind of look at that. So what they're doing when they communicate is giving you the power to start it. Okay, so definitely you have the power. Do teach this person how you want to be treated, but temper your passions and your words. Sometimes if you're a little unapproachable or hard to approach, somebody will communicate in that way. See, they choose their battles. They're being careful, but it's telling you to choose your battles as well, you see. Yeah. It is frustrating. It is annoying, and it does, I can see someone losing their patience with somebody who communicates that way. But it's an energy of someone who's chasing something. They just feel like there's not a lot of hope. They are becoming more decisive. Okay, they definitely are in that energy where they're becoming decisive. They need to be the one to start it, but they're going to give you the power to make that decision. And I think it's telling you to temper your words, temper your passions, be patient, because someone's lost their patience with someone. But now there's this Empress energy. Yeah, see, it's energy of manifesting. It has to do with communication, manifesting, gathering all the tools, gathering all the information. This person, if this is a person who kind of keeps doing this, they're actually gathering information at some point here where they finally have the information they need. But the thing is this is where you feel they're being manipulative because they're not telling you, but they're actually just surrendering. They're just actually giving you the power to start it. They want you to be the one to kind of start it, but you're not. I can see you not doing it. So why do people come in like that? Yeah, see, Six of Swords, reciprocity, equal give and take. You see, they're not giving you enough information. They're not telling you. You have to question them, and you start to lose patience. You may have even lost your temper with this person, but they are a different temperament. Okay, they definitely are. They're definitely different than your usual type. So it's telling you, if they do come back in to take control, okay, if they do come back around here, they're going to come in different. But this time they're going to come in as the Page of Wands, okay? Yeah. I don't know if this person's really someone who wants to stick around. I feel like there's something you're not comfortable with here because you look at the details. Yeah, see, offering something solid. See, this is holding back, clearing out negative thoughts, negative energy, but it's here for a good time, not a long time. So I gotta tell you, I have to be honest. I feel as it's like you're losing patience. And now if you've got 2 or 3 people who've come in this kind of energy, because you have this person who wants to date you, okay, but they're wishy-washy. You see, when I put these two together, especially with that page, it's wishy-washy. They think they're sure what they want, so they rush in and rush out to avoid a disaster. They all of a sudden, this is a person who chooses their words carefully. They all of a sudden decide suddenly to just communicate out of the blue. But they want you to be the one to take control from there, you see. So it's telling you to look at that energy. I never really seen it that way before, but it's just brought it to my attention. But there's this energy, the thoughts that pin someone down. So it's clearing out negative thoughts, negative energy. It's a healing energy. Okay, so it's a person who's going to offer you this. So this is somebody who's going to clear something out. So there's something that either needs to be cleared up. It has to do with reciprocity, equal give and take. See, I feel as though you're not you're moving away to avoid a disaster. You're not talking to this person. I don't think you're talking because they're not telling you what you want to hear. You're the Empress. There you are in the heart of the reading. They're drawn to your high vibrational energy, no doubt. But I feel they're a little low vibrational because they kind of feel there's no hope right off the get-go that you'll be interested in them, you see. And I think you're going to see that truth and have that aha moment. They want to invite you to something. I think you're going to get 2 or 3 invitations, 2 or 3 different energies in the next while, Cancer. because I see the page, not so good. I see the knight, somebody coming in, definitely exploring their feelings and emotions, hoping to become emotionally fulfilled. They're hoping you're going to fill their cup, right? You're definitely the one with the power here, and they know it. It's an energy when somebody knows. There it is. There's the new, you see. Some of you got a couple of new people. But definitely, if you have two, you're going to pull back. There may be someone here that, you may be thinking about reciprocating, reaching out. But I have to be completely honest. The only thing that I can see you accepting is something solid, something reliable. Okay, it's an energy of planting the seed, offering something stable. Yeah, you got someone who's in their head. Yeah, so I do feel there is somebody here, definitely. Now, I do see a possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A little Sag energy. A little bit of Leo. But it's the energy of new, everything being out in the open. Everything needs to be exposed. See, that's what you want. You want the truth. You want everything out in the open. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I think you've got a person who's strategizing, clearing out their head, getting out of their head. Okay, they need to get out of their head. It's the thoughts that are pinning this person down. See, they feel right off the get-go it's not going to be, they're not going to get what they want. You're not going to reciprocate. So that it's an energy where I think it's the same person personally coming back around for some of you with all these different energies, and where you kind of just lose your patience. It's sort of like you've just had enough. But I think this person's having that moment, that energy where they're realizing here, unless they reach out and reciprocate and give you what you want, they communicate, give you something solid, they're not going to get what they want. They're focused too much on their self, and that's what I feel. They're definitely focused a lot on their self here. So it is an energy of change. This is somebody coming back around here. There we have a little Taurus energy. You see, it has to do with the way they conduct themselves, the way they're communicating. Because I can see you just losing your patience here. But I do feel like you're trying to be patient. I do. I really do. If you have two people coming in around the same time, you're going to make a choice. Something's off, someone's manipulating. So that's the way you feel when someone communicates that way. Immediately, the first thing you feel, it's off. They're manipulating. They just want what they want, here for a good time, not a long time. But to be honest, you got someone here who's quite sure about what they want. This is that King of Swords energy. They could be a Gemini, Taurus cusp, or either energies, but how they're going to conduct themselves, their belief, their behavior. See, this is someone having a realization about the way they conduct themselves. It's about being on the same page, the same path, two people getting each other. See, you're just not on the same page the way you communicate. You have different ways of communicating your feelings, your emotions when you're starting something. And I do think it's all going to come out in the open. There's a need for something to be cleared up here about that. And I think this person's thinking about it. It's about going with the flow, just letting things evolve naturally, not trying. See, they're trying to control something. They're controlling how they communicate right off the get-go, but then they're handing over that control to you, where they want you to start it. That's what this is all about. So it's telling you to just look at it, okay? Because I do think this person's coming to offer you something solid, something reliable. They're hoping you reciprocate. If you don't feel the same, they're going to move on calmly and peacefully. They'll just move away, okay? They'll just move on. But it very well could be you too. But there's that Hierophant, the way they conduct themselves. See, it's a change of habits, the way they're going to conduct themselves. You see, it needs to change. It's about dating, courting, doing things, following society's rules. See, this is someone I feel is kind of doesn't follow society's rules. They have their own way of doing things, but you're not conforming to what they want. You see, they're trying to control it, to do it their way. And I think this person's, and this is just the way I'm expressing it. It's this person's, I can see them. They're quite complicated, but I do think they're going to come back around changed. Okay, they're going to change the way they conduct themselves. See, they're going to try something different because it didn't work. I can see it. And I do feel there's someone, if it's an energy of something new, trying something new. But then when you try somebody new and they're different than usual type, you feel something is off. So it's an energy of just being patient, going with the flow, seeing what happens, giving it a chance to evolve and turn into something. We have the Queen of Swords. There's the smiley face. So there's some positive energy. There's that little happy face, you see. So there's definitely something positive here. Yeah, see, this is somebody here who... they're definitely attracted to that energy. Like in some ways you might even find this kind of humorous, to be honest, because the Queen of Swords isn't always discerning and judgmental and cutting people out and always with the sword up. Now, the Queen of Swords can also be someone very charming and very witty, but you may even find this kind of humorous, okay, in some ways. So for some of you, definitely, yeah, there's the yin and yang. This is two people who are different. You're very much the same in some ways, but yet you're different, you see. So it's also about yourself trying something different. And I do see the King and Queen of Swords. It's about communicating clearly. It's right there in the heart of the reading. They don't communicate clear. It's like I say, you have to question everything they say to get the clarity. I personally would lose my patience with this person, knowing who I am, but then I would probably calm down and look at it and go, oh, I probably should have been a little patient with this person. But yeah, you know, that's just me. But yeah, I can see the energy of just, it's a frustrating energy. Chariot. And it looks like you got a few energies similar. A lot of night energy till somebody finally comes in here. Somebody who's very smart. Somebody who's manifesting, gathering information, kind of learning as they go with you, and they're going to come in. So I do see the letter K. I do see the bird, the communication. So it's all about the communication, controlling the way they communicate. But it's an energy of someone who loses control. Okay? Because they're trying to control their feelings. They're trying not to get emotionally invested or show you that they have any emotion, you see. Could be someone who's a little introverted. So let's see the sun. I see positive energy. Yeah, it's about two people opening up, expressing themselves. Everything needs to be out in the open. You want the truth. You see, you want clarity. And this is why this person's seeing it. You're wanting clarity. There's the energy of someone taking a leap of faith. I see the letter I. I can see the judgment. See, there's the judgment, the decision to communicate, to take a leap of faith, to open up, to express yourself, to put it all out there. There, you know, there's the sun. So there it is. Oops, one more here. It was stuck between my fingers a little. It's about mating for life, but it's about the seahorse. It's about seeing things clearly, communicating. Wow, I've never seen anybody, because you've got this high vibrational energy. There's people drawn to you. They're attracted to you. So they kind of have a tendency to kind of come in out of the blue. But they try to control the way they communicate, you know. So I can definitely see you losing patience. But it's telling you to temper your passions, temper your emotions. They're different, okay? So they communicate different. So it's about being on the same page. I feel it very well. Both of you are going to see that eventually. It's the King of Swords that's going to come in. The person that's smart. They're articulate. They're looking at this situation. Very logical about why something doesn't go in their way. They're going to come back around different. So they're going to date and court, follow society's rules if they want this to go somewhere. You know, see the calling card, the open book energy. So there's the swan. This is where you teach someone how you want to be treated, you see. Nothing wrong with that, but do it in a kind, compassionate way. The Ace of Swords. There's the moon. See, there's that confusion. See, it's someone seeing the truth. There's something hidden. There's some kind of confusion. Someone who hides their feelings and emotions or trying not to show them, because they're worried you won't reciprocate. So that way, if you don't, then they can just move away to lose it, you know, to avoid a disaster without anybody knowing anything. How they really felt. Yeah, you see. Aw. Why do people struggle with that so much? The way they're raised, conditioning, the way they're raised. Some people are raised in that way, you see. So there's definitely something possibly there too. So there's the Six of Pentacles. I see an M and a heart with a key. So the key is communication. This is an energy of two people who need to express themselves, two people who need to reciprocate and share more. See, there's some of you definitely are not going to reciprocate. You are moving away from someone, but then you've got something new. Yeah, see, putting their best foot forward, stepping into the new. There it is. Someone putting their best foot forward, doing something different here, trying something different, conducting themselves a little differently. They definitely are attracted to you. They definitely like you. They definitely want this to go someplace. But why they have to come in and go through all this, I don't know. For those of you who have more than 2 or 3 people, it does look like it. You've got 2 or 3 opportunities here. I feel only one person, the only person that's going to get past that sword is this King of Swords. Because you communicate, you're on the same page, you're going to get each other a little bit better. But it is possible, see, they're the one that comes in a little more discerning or a little bit more sure of what they want. But they are also somebody who will rush in quickly and then take off in the other direction. You see, there it is, avoiding a disaster. So, yeah, they need to come in as the king. They need to come in as the king. They need to clear their head, get rid of all that negativity, the negative thoughts, the cup half full, and just come in. So it is someone coming back around possibly, but it could be the coming back around could be just, like I say, communicating a little different. The second communication, it could be that. So, oh my gosh, this one, I tell you, my brain. A lot of air sign energy here, but it has to do with manifesting through communication. This black swan is there. This is that Empress energy. Teaching someone how you want to be treated. Come to me right or don't come to me at all. So that's what this person's going to have to do. But please do it in a kind and compassionate way. Because if you don't, this person will keep moving on. Okay, I actually feel there's really nothing wrong with this person. It's an energy where your sword goes up because of the way they come in, the way they initiate the conversation. But if there's 2 or 3 people around, or 2, whatever, and you have a choice, I feel that you're at least going to communicate and see how things go with this King of Swords energy. They're going to conform, okay? They're going to give you have the power here, okay? You're the one holding all the cards. Because why? Because they're attracted to you. That high vibrational energy. There's a lot of attraction here with that Empress. It's the birth of something new. See? This person's like a kid in a candy shop, basically, is what it's telling me. Okay? Yeah, you see, but this is crazy. I don't know why people get into their head so much, and why not just come in and start it, and take control. I feel like that's what they'll do second time around. They'll take control. Yeah, but I feel the first time around, it's like they're giving you the power. They want you to take control of the conversation from there. You see, you can if you want. It's up to you to make that choice. But I feel it's let this person go through it. They need to figure out what it is they want, what makes them happy before they start it. Like, figure out what you want, what makes you happy before you start something, not halfway through. And I feel there's an element to that here too. Okay, so take care. Wish you guys the best in this. Be a little patient with this person, okay? You might be quite surprised here. There's a couple of opportunities, so it's telling you to be optimistic, okay? It's also too, like, your own optimism brushes off on the other person too, you see? And that's why people are drawn to others with high vibration, that are positive and happy. That sunny, bright energy, good communication skills. You get right to the point. People are drawn to that. But the thing is, they're not always capable of themselves. So what you're going to do could brush off on this person. So take care. Wish you the best, and bye for now.